Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Restoration Rescue. So last week we came in and we detailed the truck. It's again dirty, but we're not going to worry about that today. We are going to give it a full cleaning before we leave for C10 Nationals. But what we are going to be working on today is a couple different things. So the exhaust is all here, or at least the mufflers. So we're going to get those installed. We're going to listen to this thing, and we're also going to fine tune the carb. So the other day when we were driving, we ran into a little bit of issue as well. We're going to try and address that as well too. So our belt came off and it added so much pressure, it actually broke our heater core. So the heater core, we have one on the way. It's not here yet. Hopefully later this week, we'll get it. We'll get it in before the show. So I did have to do some running of hoses. That is not ideal, but it works. So we are going to have to re-bleed the system again for the coolant. That's okay. The truck still runs well. It's a little bit off timing. We are going to address that today. We are going to put on the manifold, the mufflers, get that addressed. That's going to sound great. I can't wait to hear these things on the truck. So let's go grab our clamps. We're going to show you what we're going to do, and then we're going to go ahead and knock it out. All right, so here is our new mufflers. We have Flowmasters that we are going to try out, and we have these as our clamps. So what we need to do is get it under the truck. Now I did an offset for the intake and a straight out for the exhaust. So we're going to move the exhaust a little bit so we can make it work. Now how these work, they slide on, and there is a center support bar that goes in here, and we will clamp them together. So what we're going to do first is we are going to jack the truck up a little bit for safety, I think. Get underneath this thing and start putting this on. Now, here is a clip of the truck running with just what we have today. So now, once we put these on, we're going to hear this thing run. So it is, and it should be, a lot quieter. So let's go ahead, mount these things up, and see how awesome they sound. All right, so now those are in. They were a little bit hard to get any recording on. It was dark under there, but we've got it on. Plus, I'm now soaking wet, as I had to lay in a little bit of puddle of water to get both of those on. But now what we're going to do is I'm going to set you guys out outside, well, behind the truck, and see what the difference is between super loud when it was just coming right off the manifolds, right out the back of the truck, or now what it sounds like with the manifold, or the muffler, sorry. So before, it was really, really loud right in the cab. Everything was just very, very loud. But let's go ahead. We're going to start this thing up and see how it sounds. Let's see how it hears. Well, now it's quiet. That sounds actually really, really, really good. I like how it sounds. It's still not super loud like it was, thankfully, because that was pretty bad driving around. Now it's quieter, and it sounds a whole lot better. So that's incredible. We got that on. Now let's go ahead, jump under the hood, and see if we can start fixing our belt. So we're going to show it to you. You got to look this way, because up and down, it looks great, but it's the side to side. Now, sorry about the wave. The fan behind you has gotten you guys a little bit off kilter. So let's go ahead, pop the hood, and we'll show you what we're talking about. All right, so the belt is right here, and as you can see, it's just a little cocked, and it is definitely the alternator. So I do need to start moving the alternator around just a little bit and just make it so it comes out. Like the edge of this belt is brand new, and it's already starting to fray just a little bit because of how offset that is. I may need to shave a little bit on this, but what we're going to do is we're going to bring this thing out, put maybe a washer up in here and a washer on this side of here to bring it out so that this thing can sit flush. I may just pull this one out first and put the washer on the other side and see how that fits. All right, so here we are. The truck is running. The exhaust sounds amazing. We did a little bit of tuning on it. We did get that belt lined up for the best we could. So it's still a little off, but very, very close to being perfect. So I'm not too worried about it. It sounds absolutely amazing. The surging is really gone. It does have, I think, maybe a small vacuum leak somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't 100% believe it. But as you can tell, we are able to talk while this thing is running. Before, it was so loud you couldn't do anything. So we're really excited about that. We have more exhaust hangers coming, so that'll be pulled up. And one thing that we have now eliminated is the dieseling issue. We retarded the timing a little bit. Now, that is taking a timing away. Don't take me or anything for saying that, but retarding the timing has helped this thing out immensely. So it took a little bit out of it. I think we were at 15 to 20 degrees advanced. We've moved it down to 5 to 7 range. It's still advanced a little bit, but it is running absolutely amazing. We are really excited for this thing, and we are very excited for C10 Nationals. Now, I did order some more tips for this thing, so we are going to go ahead and run to the store and get those, or more exhaust pipes. We're going to put that on and get this thing running again. We're going to extend them out a little bit, and we are going to go out under the steps, so I do need to order some tips. But this thing is getting very close to the end, and it is sounding amazing. So let's go ahead, get those extension pieces on, and put them on. So we have the rest of the pipes on, and they look okay. Now I am going to have to cut a little bit just to curve the angle and get the angle I want on the exhaust. Not a big deal. That's an easy cut. We'll do that at some point. But I tried to get some recording under there. It's really dark. I had to wear this cool strap light. These things are cool as anything. Definitely recommend getting you one. They're bright. Let's see if I can turn it on. Like, you could see how bright that is from here. And it has multiple settings and a smaller light. Definitely something to look into. I'm going to have to find out what brand this is. Let's see, I don't think it says the name on it. My parents got it for me, but what an absolute awesome thing. Just put it over, and now you can see, and you have both hands available. Now, that's a great tool to have, especially when working on a garage like this. Now, if you had a regular garage, yeah, you could still use it. It's not going to come as in handy as it is on the dark, damp floors. My floors are black, so that makes it a little bit more difficult to see out there, but they definitely are worth it. But now what we're going to do quick is I'm going to start this thing up, and we are going to listen to this thing, see how it sounds and how it feels. Now, the exhaust is pretty much done now, which is huge for us. So let's go ahead, kick this thing over, and let it run for a couple minutes so that we can hear how good it sounds. So that thing sounds incredible, a lot better than it did hours ago when it was just really loud. So now I can start this thing, conversate with people while it's running, and not have to worry about how loud it is. Really excited for that. We're really excited for a lot of things that are going on here at Restoration Rescue. Now, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do. Make sure you like the video and make sure you comment. Also, there's this new hype thing. Feel free to hit that as well. Help us out. But we have done quite a bit. This truck has come quite a long way in 4 years from when it sat over there to where it is today, that we are 2 weeks away from C10 Nationals. And this thing driving around Nashville Super Speedway. That is going to be an absolutely epic journey. To think that 4 years ago today, when everybody was here starting on this thing, we tore it down, we've rebuilt it. Yes, we've had some bumps in the road like this past week when it broke down. But we've also had a lot of excitement here at the channel from when they first started it 3 years ago. We started the engine in the frame. Then we started it for the first time with the body on when we turned it with the key. The first time we drove it and won $1 from Uncle Al. Hell yeah. Then we also had the first drive when it's all together. Now, windshields in, windows are in, wipers work. Again, the only thing remaining that does not work is my speedometer. And right now the heater core, because it kind of blew up. But we're going to replace that next week. So we'll see you guys then when we're going to take the heater core back out, fix that, and get everything back together where this truck is running and driving and completed. So we'll see you guys next Saturday when we continue working on the C10. So we'll see you then.